So we were there on the design procedure for an electric vehicle. I was covering the aesthetic design, right? So with the first stage for design procedure is aesthetic design. And after that, we go to powertrain design, right? So powertrain design, this is the procedure for powertrain design. In case of powertrain design, the very first thing you need to take care is of the vehicle dynamics, right? How your vehicles will behave under motion, right? So there are once you start designing your vehicle, you need to calculate different forces, how these forces will act on the body in motion. There is a subject or there is a course on vehicle dynamics that is there for you on DIY group. You will have an access of that. You can go through this course. In vehicle dynamics, I will show you the different forces and how toe angle varies, and how suspension behave, how the steering behaves under bump phenomena, under steering phenomena, under different motions that we will use a software, and I will explain that to you on my computer, right? That is my task. I will do that for the sake of this vehicle dynamics understanding, because this is very important, right? You cannot neglect vehicle dynamics. Even though you are an electrical engineer, electronics engineer, I would suggest that at least the basics and fundamental of vehicle dynamics should be clear to you. So when you apply brake, your suspensions are going to get affected, right? So it's not just that the weight of the components which is there in the front side has to just suspension has to withstand that weight. Even during braking, that suspension will have to tolerate that weight. And during acceleration, just the opposite happens, right? The front one goes to the back, right? So to counter this mass transfer, there are different geometries we use, right? There will be an instant center that we will calculate. This instant center should lie somewhere near the center of gravity, right? So that the mass transfer from the front to back or back to front should not be higher in magnitude, right? So all of these things are done in vehicle dynamics stage. Once you do that, you go with the motor selection, right? Motor selection is important for powertrain design. What type of motor you are selecting? Is it a AC motor? Is it a DC motor? Is it an induction motor? There are so many PMSM motor. What sort of motor you are selecting? That will decide the type of powertrain you will be going along with. After your motor selection, you go with the motor controller, right? So the specification of this motor will decide what sort of controlling mechanism this motor controller will have, right? So generally, the rating of this motor should be there to suffice the controller's parameter, right? It should not be like if it is operating on 48 volt and your motor controller cannot operate on 48 volt. I mean, it cannot control this 48 volt motor. There would be disruption in that. So once you select the motor controller, you go with the charging requirement, right? And during charging requirement, it is mostly on the side of what sort of converters you are using, whether the whole AC to DC conversion is happening on board or you are relying completely off board, right? Beyond the vehicle or inside the vehicle, right? So all these things you have to take care of. Ather gives you a charging station installation for their vehicle. Not other companies in two-wheelers, they prefer that. So if it's a two-wheeler, the conversion process that has to happen. And if it's a four-wheeler, let's say if it's a four-wheeler and there is a DC fast charger, the conversion process when we will talk about a charging station and all, there you will be able to understand more deeply into this. After charging requirement, we go to the transmission design, where we design whether we want to keep it front drive, rear drive, right? Where are the components of the motor going to be placed upon, right? All these comes under the transmission design segment. After that, we do the mathematical validation. It is more like how the power transfer will happen. Generally, the efficiency of the power transfer in case of electric vehicle is close to 90 to 95%, while in case of IC vehicle, it is close to 30 to 40%, right? So we will look into phase which is called as wheel to wheel analysis, and during that analysis, I will show you how electric vehicles are more efficient compared to your IC vehicle.